Hey folks, we're gonna make something here real quick. I bought these gigantic wrenches. They're just Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh tool brand. I find them good for the timber industry because you can beat on them and do stuff you're not supposed to do with good tools, and if you break them, oh well. But they do have a lifetime guarantee, so if you break, take them back. But I mean, there's something to be said about good tools, but these work just fine for what I need. So, but I don't have a sleeve for these, and these things are sliding around in the bed of my truck, and it's driving me nuts. So we're gonna make one out of some 4-inch plastic pipe. First thing I want to do is I got this foam. I need the cap. I want to put foam in this cap. And I want to put foam in this. Whoa! Foam in this cap. So what I'm going to do is lay this on here. Hold the cap on there. I had a trusty handy dandy rubber mallet somewhere. I don't know where it went. Oh, just something heavy. Give out a tap. She's traced. We're going to cut this out. Give me 1 second here. Just used a regular old jab saw, keyhole saw. There's our foam plug. Now, that's obviously too thick, as you can see. So we are going to mark it just like so. And we'll cut this baby in half. Hopefully you can see over here. Okay, so here's this. This is about 3/4 of an inch thick. We need to remember that. And what we're going to do, I don't know if I got some form of some glue stuff. I just need something sticky. So what we're going to do here is, I got this wicked wide electrical tape. I'm gonna take a chunk of this. Oh, I need a kniff. All right, you can use glue too, but you gotta watch with that type of foam. Certain glues will dissolve it and eat it, so be careful of that. And we're going to take this, stick it on the back of that. And this just keeps this from sliding around. We'll drop it down in there like so. And stick it. And you want to make sure it's centered like that, so you still got room for the pipe to get in there. Alright, next thing you need to do is find your tape measure. But what we need to do is measure your longest wrench. Let's see, it's about 24 1/4. So I want to make my pipe 24 1/4. So you got to add 3/4 for this because that was 3/4 thick. You know, this foam in here. So that makes you're up to 25. So I want to go to like 25 1/2. I want to leave a little room play. And there's a reason for that, and I'll explain it here in a minute. So let me go over here. I'm going to mark this pipe and I'll cut it real quick. Alright, I'm going to hack this real quick with my handsaw. Sorry, I can't really get the camera, but I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, there it is. Now this is the thin wall pipe. This isn't the just bought this at your local home improvement store. This is not the you know, the Schedule 40 PVC. I was gonna make it out of that, but it was like, it cost oodles of money. Not that I'm being cheap or anything. I just, there was no need. I mean, this stuff is cheap and works just as good, and it's gonna, you know, take care of what I need to do. So, but you can make it out of the heavier PVC, absolutely. So if you have it like in a better truck rolling around all the time, you won't have to worry about it breaking as much. But there's also another reason I use this, because I'm not going to glue the fittings on. I'm actually going to pop rivet them on. I have these obnoxiously large pop rivets. So we just put her down in like that. Test it with your longest wrench. As you can see, if you can see in there, it's just a little bit under. And the reason for that is if you have us laying in like your back seat of your truck and you take a sharp turn, like, you know, Dale Earnhardt it or something, and they go sliding, they don't move that far, so it won't, there's less of a chance of it blowing the bottom out. That's just something. Give me a second. I'm going to get the drill and everything ready, and I'll show you the pop rivet. Alright, I got some marks on there, but I drilled one hole. These are 3/16 pop rivets. I call them MFing big pop rivets. Push them in there like so. 1, 2, oh, 3, oh, 4. And there it is. Boom. And I'll run them all the way around there. Just putting the last couple pop rivets in. There it is, all riveted up. Well, you guys can see this. Got my thumb inside the cap for when they slide. There's your wrenches in there. Easy access for whenever you want. Put them back when you're done. They all fall back in there like they're supposed to. Not the best thing. I'm sure there's better things out there. It's just something I cooked up, thought I'd maybe share with you guys. I don't know. You can always take it. Like if you have metric and different sets, you could write on here and label them and keeps them fairly out of the weather and whatever, and just not flying everywhere if you don't have a service truck. If you got a service truck, obviously you probably got better places for your wrenches than in a piece of plastic pipe. But that's just what I'm going to do. So I got a sleeve for my other ones. They don't make sleeves for this, or so I was told, but I'm sure they do somewhere. But I think it costs like 16 bucks. And some people, if you have this piece of pipe laying around, it's, God, you can make it for like 6 bucks, 8 bucks. So, all right, hope you all enjoyed.